Your serve is holding your tennis back more than any other shot, and the reason isn't what you think. It's not that you haven't practiced enough. It's not that you need a better motion. It's 5 specific things that are happening, or not happening, every single time you step up to that line. And the frustrating part is that the serve is actually the one shot in tennis you have complete control over. Nobody is rushing you. Nobody is hitting the ball at you. You get to start from zero every single time. And yet, for most players, it's still the most unreliable shot in their game. Here's exactly why, and here's exactly how to fix it. 1. You're serving without a plan. Let's start with the one that happens before the swing even begins, because this is where most serves are already lost. Watch a recreational player at the service line. They bounce the ball 2 or 3 times, maybe they look vaguely at the service box, and then they swing. There's no decision, no specific target, no idea of what happens after the serve lands, if it lands. Just a motion repeated until it either goes in or it doesn't. And when it doesn't, they bounce the ball again and try the same thing. Now watch a player with a reliable first serve. Before they start the bounce routine, something specific has already happened in their head. They've picked a spot, not just wide or down the middle, through a specific zone within the service box. They've thought about what the return is likely to be from that serve and where they want to be for the next ball. The whole serve is part of a plan that already exists before the toss leaves the hand. In this video, I explain why Nadal routine is a big part of his success. I recommend you watch the video after this one. That difference, plan versus motion, explains most of the gap between a 45% first serve percentage and a 70% one. Because when you have a specific target, your body has something to aim at. When you're just swinging into the general service box, you're asking your body to be precise about something vague. And it can't be. Before your next serve, every serve, in practice and in matches, pick a specific zone. Wide, body, down the tee. Decide it before you start the routine. Commit to it. Your first serve percentage will improve without you changing a single thing about your motion. 2. Your toss is ruining everything before the swing even starts. This is the most fixable problem on the serve, and also the most consistently ignored one. Players spend hours working on their motion, their trophy position, their leg drive, and then put the ball in the wrong place every single time and wonder why nothing holds up under pressure. Here's the truth about the toss. A bad toss forces a bad serve. Not sometimes. Every time without exception. Because when the ball is in the wrong position, your body has to modify the swing in real time to compensate. The arm reaches. The shoulder drops. The timing shifts. What comes out the other side is not a serve. It's damage control. You're scrambling to make contact with a ball that's in the wrong place. And no amount of technique work survives that. The toss needs to land in one specific location, slightly in front of your hitting shoulder and at the height where your fully extended arm meets the top of the swing. Not above your head, not behind you, in front and at full extension, every single serve. Here's the drill that fixes this faster than anything else. Stand at the service line with no racket. Toss the ball with your tossing arm and let it drop to the ground without hitting it. Watch where it lands. It should land approximately 18 inches inside the baseline and slightly to the right of your front foot if you're right-handed. Do this 20 times in a row without a racket until that toss goes to the same place every time. Then add the racket. The motion fixes itself when the ball is where it needs to be. And if you want to take your tennis to the next level, check out the Tennis Master Pack. A pack that includes the Elite Player Guide with technical and tactical tips. The Become a Pro Guide, where you'll learn how to become a pro tennis player. A full week fitness routine to take your fitness to the next level, and a prevention routine to prevent injuries and enhance recovery. This pack already helped hundreds of tennis players. Get your clicking on the link in the description. Let's continue with the video. 3. You're skipping the trophy position and leaving all the power on the table. This is the serve equivalent of trying to throw a ball as far as you can without pulling your arm back first. The mechanics are the same. The result is the same. And almost every recreational player does it on every single serve. The trophy position is the moment right before the upward swing starts. Your weight is coiled, your back knee is bent, your back is slightly arched, your tossing arm is pointing up at the ball, and your racket arm is bent with the racket pointing back behind you. Everything is loaded and ready to fire. When that position is solid, when you've actually gotten there and held it for a fraction of a second, the swing that follows has everything it needs to produce a powerful serve. When you rush through it, when the body never fully coils and the legs never fully load, the swing that follows is just an arm swing. And an arm swing has a ceiling. It will never produce the kind of effortless pace that makes you think your serve suddenly got good. Watch Nick Kyrgios serve in slow motion, or Ben Shelton. Both of them have explosive serves without appearing to swing enormously hard. The reason is the trophy position. They load so completely before the swing starts that the forward motion is just releasing stored energy rather than generating new force. The work was done in the loading phase. The swing is just the payoff. In your next session, serve at half pace and deliberately pause at the trophy position for a full beat before swinging. It'll feel slow and mechanical. That's fine. You're teaching your body that the position exists and that the swing starts from there. Once the body learns the position, you can take the pause away and speed it back up. 4. You serve flat-footed instead of jumping and falling in. There is a version of the serve where you stay relatively flat-footed on the baseline, transfer your weight forward, and push through the ball. It works to a degree, and most recreational players have been doing it their whole career. And then there's the version where your back foot drives you upward. Your whole body jumps off the ground, you make contact at the peak of that jump, and you land inside the baseline with your momentum already moving toward the net. That version adds pace to every single serve without any extra arm effort. Not because jumping is magic, because the upward and forward momentum of your whole body gets transferred through the swing and into the ball at contact. The math is simple. A flat-footed serve has one source of power, the arm. A jumping serve has the arm plus the momentum of your entire body moving forward. Same motion, significantly more ball speed. The landing matters too. If you land inside the baseline on your front foot after the serve, your body has committed to moving forward. You're already closing the distance to the net and recovering toward the center for the next ball. If you land flat-footed behind the baseline, you've left all that forward energy on the table and you're starting from a static position for the next ball. This doesn't require a dramatic leap. A small, controlled, natural push upward from the back leg during the loading phase is enough. Try it in your next session at 3/4 pace, focusing only on the feeling of your heels leaving the ground right before contact. Build that in slowly and the pace will follow. 5. You treat the serve as the point, not the start of it. Last one. And this is the tactical layer that separates a player who holds serve comfortably from one who's always fighting to stay in their service games. Most players hit the serve and then react to whatever comes back. The serve is the shot they focus on, and after it lands, they go into response mode. And against a good returner, that approach means you're already behind before the rally has started, because a good returner is going to do something with your serve. They're going to put you somewhere. And if you don't already know where you want to be for the next ball, you're spending the second shot just surviving instead of controlling. The players who win the most service games think of the serve and the first ball after it as one connected weapon. The serve is the setup. The next shot is the execution. They serve wide on the deuce side because it pulls the returner off the court and opens the body shot on the next ball. They serve down the tee because it jams the forehand and forces a weak return to the middle that they're already stepping into. This is serve +1, and it changes how you feel on your service games completely. Instead of hitting the serve and hoping for a good situation, you're creating the situation with the serve and finishing it with the next shot. That's tennis, not two separate events. One plan in two parts. Before every serve in your next match, ask yourself two things. Where is the serve going? And what am I going to do with the next ball? Takes 3 seconds, changes the entire point. 5 reasons your serve is letting you down. No plan before you swing. A toss that forces damage control before the motion even starts. A trophy position you're skipping and all the power that goes with it. A flat-footed approach that leaves free pace on the table. And treating the serve as the end rather than the beginning. The serve is the one shot in tennis where the opponent can't take anything away from you before you start. No pressure, no pace coming at you, no time limit. And yet most players give that advantage back immediately by being unprepared, unloaded, and unintentional. Fix that, one thing at a time. Drop a comment telling me which of these 5 you recognized most in your own serve. I'm reading everyone. Subscribe for more of this. Blue Tennis Dude. See you in the next one.